The farm had been here since the 40s, and it's been a raspberry farm since the 40s, owned by an old guy. And so we were able to buy it. And so we were raspberries for 8 years or something before we became certified organic. And when we became certified organic, we needed to do more crop rotation, so we added vegetables. So now we're extremely diversified, which means we grow lots of different things. And instead of having 20 acres of raspberries, we only have about 3 acres of raspberries now. We diversified first from raspberries to strawberries and blackberries, and then there's fall raspberries, which means it's a different kind of raspberry that comes in the fall. But then when we added vegetables, I mean, there's just too many vegetables to list because it's like artichokes to zucchini. Many things in between. And quite a few herbs too, like basil and chives and cilantro, parsley. So those are popular herbs. For a traditional organic farm, having animals on the farm is very important because they provide nutrients for the soil. They scratch the soil. So we move our chickens around the farm, and they'll be, so if we have a place that needs to be cleaned up because it's had raspberries on it for a while, so it's fairly grassy. So if you put the chickens in there, they will clean up the pests. Another good way to use them is to put them in the apple orchard because they'll eat pests that will bother the apples. Many pests fall to the ground, live in the ground all winter. Chickens like to scratch in the ground. And so they eat those pests. That's one natural way to help control pests. Cascadian Farm actually helped us get started because they wanted organic raspberries, so they helped us get started. Another thing is we were using chemicals at that time, and my husband still remembers seeing a pheasant run through the field while he was spraying. Finished, we found the pheasant dead. And when we sprayed, you'd have to lock up the dogs and cats and the kids, and Dick would have to put on what we call the moon suit to protect yourself from the chemicals because they're so toxic. So that certainly gave us impetus, and we've been organic ever since. Our CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. And it's the idea that the community is supporting the farmer. It's not a new idea. It's been around for over 20 years. It actually started in Japan, I think, and then went to Europe. There's many models around the United States, but here on the West Coast, it's more of a subscription. It's like buying a season ticket to the Mariners or to your theater, local theater. You're buying a season ticket to the farm, and you're getting whatever's in season. We do it all year around. We have a summer share that's 21 weeks, so it's from early June to the end of October. And it's the main season. It's the largest share because that's when we have the most produce. But then we do fall and winter and spring. In our climate here in Puget Sound, we can harvest many vegetables all winter long. Carrots, rutabagas, lots of root vegetables. You've got winter squash in storage. You've got Brussels sprouts and kale and cabbage that you can harvest way into the winter. We actually have more food in January than we do in April and May. So you can eat seasonally year-round in the Puget Sound area.